All right, welcome everybody. My name is Brother Ming, and we are here to talk about Orb Strikers, the game I am designing with my friend and partner here, Eric Zizarain. So today we are going to go over how to play this game, which is Orb Strikers, tentatively titled, and is a 1v1 puzzle fighting game where the objective of the game is to take your opponent's health down to 0. The rules for this game is pretty light and puzzle based, so we figured the best way to teach it is to actually just play a couple of rounds, which we have set up in this example game in front of you. The important things to note are that our healths are represented by these large counters, and our tokens, unique resources, are represented by these smaller counters. So, the basic gameplay is on each player's turns, we take turns one after another. A player clears 1, 2, or 4 orbs of the same color that are adjacent in order to activate a corresponding ability on their character sheet, which you can see down below. This is the third turn in a game setup between the Sniper and the Blood Priest. These two are both novice difficulty characters in the game. The Sniper tries to predict her opponent's moves in order to cash in her concentrations for bonus damage, while the Blood Priest gains blood tokens when he takes damage and can use them to unleash stronger attacks. Now, with that said, Eric, it is your turn, and he is playing the Sniper. What will you do?
Alrighty. I see a pretty juicy play on this board. I'm going to use one of my favorite abilities, the Sniper's Black 2, to gain 3 concentration. And my concentration, when I predict you, it deals that much damage to you. So I gain 3 of it, and if I'm able to call you correctly this turn, I would deal 3 damage. But my Black 2 special ability is that if I call you correctly this turn, I deal twice that damage. So you better be careful. Your turn.
All right. Knowing that he wants to deal 6 damage to me, I am tempted by this red 4 in front of me, which is a really big hit, but I'm gonna guess that's probably what he put down. So I have access to this red 4 as an ability, this blue 2 here and here, as well as this black 2. So gonna say this is red, and I will avoid using red. So I will use my blue 2 here instead of my black 2, because it gives me a lot of flexible setup. So when I activate my blue 2, that allows me to immediately destroy any 2 colored orbs. And so I want that because this also lets me destroy those 2 reds and take away his access to red 4 on his turn. So when I do that, that falls away, and this white orb, which is a neutral colored orb, which you cannot use to activate your abilities, falls to the bottom row. Now, when white orbs fall to the bottom row, they automatically are destroyed. But instead of going back into the hopper, they go into this little energy bar of your characters. And each player has this energy bar. And when you reach 4 white orbs, you can spend all 4 of them to activate your ultimate ability. However, you can also spend 2 white orbs at the start of your turn to activate basically an EX attack, which lowers the activation cost of all your abilities by 1 orb. So if I had 2 white orbs, I can use it, and I can activate my 4 abilities using only 3 orbs, 2 orb abilities only using 1 orb, etc, etc. Alright, that is my turn. Did I activate your trap?
You did dodge it correctly. I did predict red because I wanted you to go for that big damage so I could hit you for 6. Since I missed the prediction, the Sniper loses her concentration at the end of each of her turns. So I'm actually going to go from 3 to 2. And based on that and what's happening on the board right here, I'm going to go for my blue 2. What this lets me do is, this is pretty good when I just recently missed. It lets me gain 3 concentration, going to 5, and then instead of placing only 1 color of predictions, I can place 2. So it's going to be very difficult for you to dodge my snipe this turn. Here we go.
Yes. The bread and butter move of a bad sniper player. Okay, so it is my move. I get to destroy any 2 color orbs at the start of my turn because I used blue 2 last turn. And so I see on the board that Eric has access to his black 4 next turn. So I kind of want to prevent that. And I also kind of want to further my own goals, get some of these white orbs to roll to the bottom. So I'm going to destroy this black orb and this blue black orb as well. And that'll connect these 2 blues in the future. Then I'm going to activate my red 2 ability, which destroys that white orb, giving me another white orb. So my red 2 ability activates, which lets me spend my 3 blood tokens to deal 5 damage. He takes 5 damage, and do I trigger or did I miss it?
You did. My good chance. I got you on the red.
Yep. So he uses all 5 of his concentration tokens, and I take 5 damage. But when I take damage, I gain a blood token. So that's kind of where we're going to end it. So that I hopefully shows how the game flows. And it is essentially a back and forth fighting game, puzzle style, right? Anyways, the game is pretty easy to learn, easy to play, very quick to pick up. And I hope you enjoyed watching us play it and teach you how to play it as well. Alright, see you next time.